Hey everybody, it's your friend Sarmate here, back with another episode of Cinnamon Survival. Hope you're having a fantastic and amazing day today. We are in the midst of a drought currently, so that means our fields are going to yield a little bit less, and fishes aren't going to be biting as good. But that's alright, because we are still in the green with our food. We have 21,000 stored up. We are now currently in the green with our beverages as well. Medicine, everything except for our tools is in the green. It's doing great. I did have to throw in one more big well up here. That took up 2 more workers. That's fine. We have 25 free laborers. So that's fantastic. Super great. Over on this side of town, we now have our butcher working to get us some more fats and some soap working to use those fats to make, well, soap. I'm gonna put another person on there and make that go a little bit more smoothly. And another thing that I did was we had cap on bricks. So I was checking out some of our warehouses here, and I put in a couple of remodel expansions on a couple of our warehouses, 2 of them, because I only had 200 bricks stored up. I was sitting here just like this guy is, saying, hey, I can't do anything anymore. So let's put it to work. And I put 12 more workers back in our builder, and I'm gonna do another 12 right now since we had the workers back down to 15. That's all right. And we've got a lot of industries just sitting out, hanging out right now at max cap, 1,000 domestic fuel. That's great. We, I want to have the store of the domestic fuels. I'm even gonna put this up a little higher, I think, in case another snowstorm hits, a 3rd snowstorm hits. So I'm gonna prepare for that with that domestic fuel, and that's also another reason why I'm not gonna take any more people away from this. Since we're doing okay with laborers now, knock on wood, I'm gonna have them just continue to be working. Put the cap up at 1,500, keep going, and it'll be great. Over here we got our tailor, rough clothes, doing great. We are at 500 cap, just under. We're at 472, so that's still working great. It's nice to see that back in action as well. And we have our 4th guy carved up. See, he's gone. We have our log pile filled out, and he's way over here getting lifted up. Almost a 3rd of the way there. So this seems to be going by pretty quickly. So start of the episode here, we're at about 2730, and I'll write that down and we can see how far we go. Before the end of the episode, if it doesn't lift up, I think it'll be finished by the end of this one. What we will see. Now, I had mentioned our warehouses, and somebody on our comments was like, hey dude, you have warehouses now, you should get rid of your storage yards. And I think that's a great idea. So what I did on this one a little bit ago, it looks like it hasn't totally emptied out yet. It's getting there. Is I went up to this little box guy, and if you don't know, you can choose which items are in, or which items can be taken into your storage yard. So if you only wanted, rough foods in the storage yard, you could deselect these other 2, and you'd only get rough food in there. But I have this one deselected everything, so they're not adding to it, and then they're only taking it away. But if there's no demand for this stuff, it's just going to sit here. So it's kind of what's happening. But if I do this, I think that stuff just all falls on the ground, and we can put in our warehouses anyways, and that should be okay to do. Let's see, so if that's 5x6, what do we got here? So we could do 4 4x4s in here, it looks like. I think that will fit, and that's what I think we're going to do. Instead of 1 5x6, we'll get a little bit more out of it. Yeah, and so you can see here that the stuff just kind of fell on the ground, and then they're picking it up, moving it out. So we'll get that one moved out, get that one in place. And then once these are built, we can empty this one out, and hopefully that stuff that's on the ground there, we'll just put it into these other warehouses. Look how fast that stuff gets built. Man, it's nice to have so many builders. Holy cow. I'm gonna switch over to a regular game and be like, this stuff just takes so long to get built. But it's going quick. Super great. Super awesome. And while we're right here, I guess, we're gonna do that. Demo that one. 4 of them came instantly being built practically. There they go. They're taking the stuff from there, putting it right into this other small warehouse, which is already at cap. We're gonna do that. A little bit of remodel action, a little bit of remodel action. There we go, like so. And then once we get the brick to do that, we can upgrade these as well. But hopefully we won't have to as urgently, because we'll have 4 more ready to roll over here. And do we have a transfer station in range of those warehouses? Let's see, where do we have our transfer stations? So there's one right here. So these are not in range. Oh, maybe I want to put in another transfer station instead of warehouses here, or even better, what if I plopped it right there? I kind of like that. We can move these builder huts. That's not a big deal at all, because they don't need to be where they are. So we have 4 more right there. Okay, so we're gonna do that. So then we're gonna get all those workers back. We'll find our dang old builders cabins, and then we might as well just plop them in anywhere, really. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, and there's our 4th one. We can even do 2 more there in a little while. So there we go. That's getting worked on, and then that's cleared up. That's cleared up. So let's get our transfer station in here. So I want this transfer station in here because it's going to have access to these warehouses, and it can move those goods as needed from there. So that's what we're going to do there. We're going to do this, one of these, one of those, and one of these. Great. That stuff should be built pretty dang quickly. Builders cabins are already good to go up here. We're going to put those 6 back in on each. Just take a second to do that. And then we'll be able to go into the next thing, which is going to be our technology. So somebody mentioned in the comments that we should be moving into boilers if we can. So heating right here. So clean water and then heating. But that's going to require us to get mining smelting. Okay. And what else we need? Steel. So steel is something we were going to work on this episode. We're definitely going to get to that in a moment. But before that, we're going to go into mining. I want to grab a couple things in here. Smelting, we just talked about that. We're going to get that. We're going to build our smelter. And we'll probably, I don't need this advanced smithy yet, but we'll get the smelter going. We have the refined fuels. Cut stone and clay is good to go. This will allow us to get steel. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. And ooh, forge now is unlocked. Process steel into construction kits. Not yet, not yet. And then I want to get that, and then I want to go into construction and then lighting, because what this guy's going to require is lamp oil. We can't have lamp oil if we don't have this. Lighting factory processes fat into lamp oil. We just have another little spot full of fat. We're going to absolutely grab that, get that working. And then finally, the last thing in here I want to grab is toilet. I think this is what I want to do. A couple reasons. The toilets are kind of useless right now if we don't have any way to trade, but the next thing is the bedding shop and the bedding factories. These are going to be getting us bedding sets and luxury bedding sets. Is that what they're called now? So what that is going to do is allow us to get into the hospital, which is livability, construction bedding. And I want this because while in the other playthroughs, I could control a little bit with the immigrants when we were having a disease outbreak, this is more... well, I guess in the other playthroughs they had it too, but if the disease comes by and let's say it's TB, tuberculosis, and I don't have this stuff in place, then guess what? We lost. So I'm going to work toward the hospital. That's what I'm thinking right now. I do like the boiler idea, but I think we're going to do this first, depending on how many tech points we have. If we get a bunch of tech points, we could definitely hop into that, but I don't think we'll get that many tonight. So we're going to get that started. Now over here in our little area of mines, we have 1 iron mine, which is nearly empty, a coal mine, which is nearly empty. So what you can do is, you can see down here now we have upgrades. So if we hit this upgrade, we have the planks, don't have the steel, we don't have the lamp oil. We knew that we didn't have either of these things. So we might have to put in 2 more mines in the meantime while we're working on that other stuff so we can continue to harvest this goods. But for now, we're just going to leave that. But let's get our fat started over here. And that's going to be into the lighting factory right here, this guy. And I really like this little area we got going on. A little industrially spot, a little bit of agriculture, a little bit of building stuff. So this is a great little thing. I am glad we did this. It seems to be working out pretty well over here. So I'm going to plop this guy, I guess we'll put it right over here. That's going to take planks. That's going to take cut stone and glass. We should have all that stuff. We'll get that rolling. I just noticed this. We're almost up to 5,000. So last time we talked, it was at 2730. So it's getting there. That's twice as far as it was. So yeah, that'll probably get done by the end of the episode for sure. So that's exciting. We'll have another one of our statues up. So what I want to do is in this little area, so in our last playthrough, I believe it was, we had like a steel section, and that was everybody that was building steel. It was mined there, it was refined, it was made into building kits and gears and all sorts of other good stuff like that. So I want to kind of do that again. I don't think I'm going to get quite that far into the tech trees, or even if it's available, but we do want to have our smelter. So we're going to grab a couple of these guys, and we do have our fuel factory right here. It's taking our coal, making refined fuels. I'm going to put another person in there. This demand is going to get really insane. So we're going to do another fuel factory. I'm going to put it on this side. And we're going to start with that for now. Well, with the exception of another little warehouse. I think I'm going to put a warehouse back here just for efficiency's sake. And we could even put in a transfer station if we wanted to. Oh, there's one right there. Look at that. Done. So that's going to help move goods around as we need them, of course. So we're going to go with cemetery back up in here. Just trying to keep up with our cemeteries. Somebody mentioned about a good mod that pretty much eliminates the cemetery thing. I'm very considering grabbing that, but currently playing non-modded. There was an announcement for an update for this game coming up here pretty soon. I'm not sure exactly when, but they have it's like a Mayan temple thing is what it looks like, which is a cemetery that's like infinite basically. So I'm really excited about that. If you haven't seen that update news, go check that out on the Steam page. Super fun stuff coming in. It looks like some factions, cactuses, a bunch of other stuff. Check that out. Pretty great. I'm excited. Looking forward to that. Okay, that lighting factory is getting good over here. This stuff's getting hammered away. And again, look how quick that is. Just so nice to have that stuff happening like that. And then let's start working on... Okay, so we get our senior mines now and our open mines. So the open mines still are going to require that lamp oil, but so are the senior mines. So what my plan is once we get this stuff going, we're going to upgrade all of these guys, all these mines, probably these two that we're just about to build as well. And we're just going to have... We probably won't get to infinite mines. We might. I'm not really sure how long this is going to take. I feel like we're speeding up in our build processes with the statues. So that's... I feel like it's going pretty good. Lock you right there. And the trickiest thing is with these mines, finding the right spots. Got a mine there and a mine there. This is kind of way out of the way. I don't love this mine here, but it's kind of got to be there for now. There wasn't really any other good spot in betwixt here to get that as like the first available spot, so that's got to be there. So cool, refined fuel, we're gonna get that working, get another one going. We're gonna have, let's put this at 1500, 1500 please. And that's gonna be great once that gets cooking. And we're already working on steel, so our iron reserves are gonna start to dwindle a little bit further. Only 5% left in this mine, so yeah, once these guys get built up, that's gonna happen right away. And then we can get more coal going as well. That'll be great. This guy's ready to roll. You're gonna use fat to make lamp oil, and I'm gonna do a couple peeps in here. I'm gonna go 500 because a lot of buildings are like 120 to upgrade, and I want to have a little bit of a stockpile. So let's just check this out. Yeah, 120. So yeah, that's gonna add up pretty quickly. So we're gonna do 500 on the cap on that guy. Get that rolling. Hopefully they've used... I want them to make the soaps first. I wish I could prioritize that a little bit. That would be nice, but if we have problems, we'll just make an adjustment. We are into yellow hearts again, which is great, but again, into red smiley faces. Not enough things to keep up with our population to make the happiness be good, and so we're doing the best we can, basically. I don't feel like I can get much better than orange. You know, and the smiley faces are about right here, so pretty low happiness in this game, but we're managing. We're getting good births still. We're not having a ton of people die from the injury from building quicker, because we remember we took that buff last episode where it made our guys work twice as fast but die more often, I think is what it was. So I don't see any of that really going on here. A lot of people getting hit by meteorites though. And almost on cue here, like, this disease is spread by contact, so I think we can handle that. I believe that was measles. Let's see, where's that? Education? So, skin-borne disease. So, if I look at the 4 diseases that we have here, we got waterborne cholera, so that's not contact. I'm assuming this means physical contact, by the way, I guess. And then, if we go to livability, hospital deals with saliva-borne, so that'd be saliva contact. And then, this is airborne. So, we have airborne, saliva, I think is physical contact for measles, and waterborne. So I think we should be covered for this plague. So we got some time, so that's good. We're gonna need it. A couple other things that have developed in between episodes is this town hall is nearly empty now, so I need to hire some more people here. So merchant ships carry, that's useless. Livability proficiency +1. We're gonna do that for sure. Franklin Jade, Citizens Max Life plus 50. Citizen Stress, we are doing stress for sure. That should help our happiness a little bit here. Let's see here, City Stress. Yeah, I think that'll help a little bit. 10 isn't a whole lot, but it's better than nothing. Fruit yield 10%, new citizens acquired 8. Ooh, that would be good about 100 years ago. Martin, where were you? We're gonna grab fruit yield. I don't think we have fruits, so that was probably a waste, but oh well. We do have our first mine built up, which is great. That's where our workers went. I was down to 5, and I was like, where the heck did our people go here? So I'm gonna back this up a little bit. We're gonna leave 2 in there. We're gonna have an iron ore going. And this is iron, almost wore out. This guy has 5 in there. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, so that let's leave that for now, and then this guy should be built momentarily, and then we'll get some more people going over there. This is gonna be, I want to say this is gonna be coal in here, so we'll do that. 1 mine on iron and 1 mine on coal, and then we should be good to go. This guy up here, so we should check to see how we're doing on ropes. Oh yeah, we got 2,000 to spare. We're doing great. All right, check it out. We got a bunch more houses built up over on this left side of our new little area here, and we still have more citizens that want more houses, so we're probably gonna do a couple more of those. Oh, and we got some nasty tents in here. We definitely got to get rid of those guys. We got, like, right as we cut there, we had another administrator up here, and they gave us tobacco seeds, so we're gonna put in a nursery down here. We're gonna grow some tobacco seeds. I don't think that we can use those tobacco leaves for happiness increase. I think that's only a trade good, but I could be wrong, and I want to check it out. So that's what we're gonna do. Our 4th statue's nearly complete. 9100. It's doing fantastic. We got both of our mines built up. Both of these mines are empty. So we do also now have a ton of steel. No, not a ton, but enough to where we can upgrade. 236, and we got the lamp oil. So, and the planks. So we're gonna upgrade this mine, and we're gonna upgrade this mine. So yes, if you upgrade a mine that's already existing, like we're doing, and that is empty, and they rebuild it, it will be full. So I'll show you guys that in just a moment here once those things are done. I'm just gonna go ahead and go around and upgrade all of the ones that we can upgrade. And hopefully we get those built up. Like I said, I really don't like this mine way over here. It's too far away. So hopefully we get these guys built up quick, and then we can get these back in action over here. We got 7 people on the iron over here, 7 people on the coal. We're gonna need to kick that iron up a notch, I think, just to keep up with the steel production. That's my main concern. 236 on that, so that's doing all right. And then over in this side of town, we're about to start carving our next rock. So here's our tobacco fields that I was talking about, tobacco seeds. We're gonna get that rolling. 1 person on there, shouldn't be that too big of an issue. Let's get that going. But remember, we were just talking about having clothes. We're totally out of clothes again. I was checking this out, and it's because we have no flax. And we cut back on our flax production because we had such a huge amount of it. And I must have forgotten about it, because now, check this out, none of our fields are making flax, which is not good at all. Agave is pretty plentiful. I could switch this one to flax. I don't want to risk that. I'm gonna make another field, like another standard field right over in here for flax. I'm gonna do 2 of them, and then we'll have more flax coming in, and then I'll be able to provide the textile mills with linen, because if we get into bedding, we're going to need more linen. And speaking of that, let's go ahead. We got the tech point. We're gonna go into construction. We're gonna grab bedding. We have the bedding shop, bedding factory, rope, stone, wood. We got that stuff. Can process feathers or wool. We got feathers and cloth into beddings. So cloth is linens or cotton or silk. We don't have, we only have the linens, and we're even kind of low on that right now. So let's see, we need to have bedding sets, bedding shop. So they changed the names of the stuff on me, as you know, and I'm still trying to get used to these new names. So we might have to try a couple times here. So we'll throw in a bedding shop. I think that's going to produce the thing that I want to produce. Let's double check. And I heard something else get complete. Yeah, so this guy's ready to roll for more bricks too. We're up to 200 again. So I'm going to upgrade our little warehouse area. Let's see, we've got one that's really full. That one's 89. Yeah, we'll upgrade. Oh, he's already upgraded. Okay, never mind. This one's 95. We'll upgrade you. There we go. Make that bigger, and we'll make this one bigger as well, and that'll be our bricks. Planks. I don't know if we're making planks anymore. I think I turned that off or switched it a while ago, and I don't think I've turned it back on yet. Yeah, see, even with all of these making domestic fuels, we're still in the red with that? Really? Wow, okay. Yeah, so we're gonna get into the sawmill, and this sawmill is gonna be the thing that is going to be getting us planks. And we'll plop that guy right there. It shouldn't take too long to be building. I think we have all the goods for that too. Oh, we should. I mean, that's like an early game thing. 2 flags. There we go. Good to go. Armor, labor, another murder person. Oh, a merchant ship. Ooh, has arrived from the ocean. They have brought some sheep and want to trade with the Easter Island. Do you accept the trade? Okay, we have yes and refuse. Sheep acquired, ferry, and grocery store unlocked. Okay, so there's ferry. Remember we talked about that a couple episodes ago that we didn't have ferry. The merchant ship lot leaves and will never arrive again. Ooh. So one thing that I'm concerned with is that when you have a group of people that come from a faraway land to your land, they can carry diseases. Now, this doesn't say anything about diseases, but it's something that I'm concerned about, and I'm going to take the risk it for the biscuit. Let's get that sheep and get the ferry and the grocery store. That's super exciting. I was not expecting that. So we're going to need a home for our sheeps, of course. So we're going to have to go over here. We're going to have to go to the pasture, and we'll do our old 7x7. Let's do a couple of these. We'll get a couple of sheeps going on. It's going to take a moment for them to, have enough sheep to get over there, but I'm going to make it a priority as well. I don't know how long the sheep are going to last or even where they are even. If we hit I, we should have sheeps. There we go. Got them. And that's this guy, and that should be our tobacco, and then 12 citizens, 1 houses. Okay. Now we go over here, look at that ferry and the dock. Super great. We have all those things. Let's do it. Now if I can, I'm gonna have to find a spot for it. We could totally cut these out. Yeah, let's do that. That'll work much better over here. We don't need that anymore. We don't really need either of these sand pits. So let's just do that for now. Knock those out. 15,000 food. So yeah, we're getting a little bit lower on food now. I'm gonna put a couple more people into our docks here, get that going. And while that stuff's getting built, we're just gonna kind of hang out for a minute. Or getting torn down, I guess. It's not getting built. We have a lot of stuff coming up all of a sudden in this playthrough, so that's pretty great. Look at that. He's super tall now. We got a little guy, a bigger guy, a medium guy, and a big guy. So we got 3 more to go. We should be carving the other one over on this side of town. There we go. 653 hammers in already. That's 8,999, not 9,999. Interesting. I wonder if the other one was like that. Or did I just miss it and look at it wrong? Any of the above could be true. So this should be done over here. It is. Okay. And let's go ahead and we'll get our dock in there. That's great. Oh, of course. Got those little blips on the shoreline there that I didn't see, which are hindering us from creating our beautiful dock. And I can't really do anything about it. Shoot. Okay, so I'm gonna have to dig around here and find a good spot, and this might work. What? You kidding me, game? All right, after looking for a little bit, we found a really awkward spot to place it, but we got a place, so there it's gonna be. We have that weird space now up over here, but that's fine. It doesn't hurt anything. So I mentioned those little weird blips a long time ago in this playthrough. Like, why are they there? I'm not really sure. But it messed us up before and messed us up again, really. So that's the deal there. We got those 2 more guys working on the fish, and we might as well put some more people in here. But let's get our bedding factory figured out first. Bedding shop, excuse me. All right, so we got linens, feathers, bedding sets. We got linen and wool bedding set, and then cotton cloth is feathers and wool as well. All for 2 bedding sets. So we don't have any feathers? Really? Turkeys must not give feathers, because we've had turkeys this whole... Yeah. Food and poop. That's all turkeys are good for. All right, so we got this pasture built up at least. We'll get our sheep going in there if we turn this guy off. And then once we get some sheep up here, up into 5, we'll transfer. And we'll really get the wool going over here, and this can be great. So that's going to be this. So that guy is useless for a little bit, so we're going to turn it off. And then this was going to be our planks. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Get the planks rolling in. And that's going to help build our mines up. And that should be pretty good here after a little while. And let's just check down here. We got, how many more houses we need? 14 more citizens want houses. Okay, so I pretty much finished this block up over here. I was thinking about running a road on this back side, like so, over here. And we'll bring this up. And we'll start another line of houses. Oh, I don't know. We'll just go over here in line with these guys. Like about right there. We had one like this. And then I went around back. Well, we did reach all the way up, so let's go like this. That should be fine. And then we'll go like this on the other side. I can't go there. I didn't think so. All right, so that might be plenty of houses. I'm just gonna put those in there and we'll bring a road up like so. And we'll do a road like so on this side. All right, great. Let's check on our guy up over here. Should be coming along. Almost 2,000. Super great. Super fantastic and amazing. And I think that's going to wrap up this one. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. And thanks for helping me build some steel stuff. That's awesome. And I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, evening, or night. And I hope to see you on the next episode of Settlement Survival.